let's talk about how this happened. So I was right there pulling into the driveway, leaving that stop sign, gave it a little too many beans, just a few, while I was in first gear, and that drive shaft completely sheared that U-joint, so it's gone. So I'm not quite sure where I left off, but I got the transfer case and transfer case transmission adapter, or whatever the hell it's called. I got it off the K10 transfer case. It's MP205. It's a pretty heavy duty thing, but I couldn't find any damage on it, so I'm gonna assume it's good. I'm still waiting on a drive shaft. Let's go here to this bad boy. This dude is cracked pretty bad, so we're gonna clean it up today. I've talked to a guy. He said he might be able to weld it for me. It's cast iron, so kind of is what it is. We'll see how it works out. I don't know what is going on here, but that has got to be the ugliest transmission mount I've ever seen. I mean, like, what happened? Did it get hot? That was just gross. Anyways, let's talk about it. I've painted the transmission cross member. Apparently my shop leaks, so that's cool. But it's done. It's ready to go back in. I did have to order a new transfer case adapter. It cracked all the way down there. Get in on that. Yep, it's cracked all the way down, pretty much to the base of it. From the top, the top's pretty wide. So I can't say I'm gonna trust it, even if we try to weld it back up. I just expect it to be a disaster. But I do want to do a little size comparison. So this is the factory half-ton yoke for the rear end. It's a 1310, and the drive shaft I went with from PST. It's I think that's the name of the company. But either way, it's a 1350, so it should be rated up to 950 horse, which I don't make. But I figured I'd buy once, cry once on this one, because I don't like the idea of pogo sticking a drive shaft. So with that, I have to replace that crush washer, or I'm sorry, crush sleeve on the pinion. So I've got the old one out, new one in, got my axles out and everything, so I'm gonna get that put back in. So here's the factory one installed down on the pinion. Don't mind that, I was just trying to use it for mock-up purposes. I actually have a new crush sleeve, but you notice it goes down on the shaft quite a good ways. This one, you can see the splines come all the way up to the edge. This one, they're recessed in quite a good ways. Now, that's not allowing this yoke to actually go down far enough to compress the crush sleeve along with the pinion bearings. Grinder, and I put a little bevel on the new yoke, or I guess that'd be a chamfer. But a little bit of an angle there. It was completely flat to begin with. And that's my tape mark as far as where the factory one sat. Man, that was crooked. But now we're going pretty low down on it. I'm gonna work on it some more. Okay, so my axle's not in good shape. There's some, found a section earlier that looks like it had some chunks out of the spline. So, yeah, there's a good example. Hopefully you can see that. But got parts truck, so I'm gonna steal the axles out a bit. So there you go. All installed. Now it's time to wrestle this thing up there. Alright, wrestled it up on the stand. I want to say a big thank you to Advanced Adapters. This stud right here is going to be a godsend as far as stabbing the sucker up along the back. Alright, they have met, and I'll tell you, that almost ended my life. That sucker is heavy, and I never want to do this again. Hey, out of the road. So I got pretty late last night while I was still working on this, but I couldn't quite film all of it because, I mean, that transfer case is super heavy. But got it installed. There's a new adapter. Nothing seems to be leaking. I did test drive it last night. But man, that drive shaft is looking pretty. So no vibrations. I'm fairly confident that's gonna hold anything I can throw at it with this truck. There you have it. That's done. I gotta wrap up the interior. I mean, that's small stuff. As far as what's next, I've got a new lift kit to put on here. Gotta take the front end out of my other parts truck and swap over all the good parts into that axle housing. And yeah, we'll take it from there.